So, guys, today we are starting JavaScript. JavaScript. So, in fact, JavaScript is actually a pillar for ServiceNow. Okay. If your pillar is strong, your basement is strong. If your foundation is strong, your house will be very strong. Your building will be very strong. If there is no foundation, if there is no basement, what happens? Okay. It is a pillar. If you are very strong at pillars, then you will be very strong. Okay. So I'm just starting the JavaScript basics. Okay, fine. We'll start from commenting, JavaScript commenting. Guys, commenting can be done in two ways in JavaScript. One is using single line commenting. Single line commenting. Multi-line. Multi-line commenting will be done by slash star star slash. Okay. So to practice JavaScript in ServiceNow, we will use background scripts. Under system definition, find scripts background. Here you can practice JavaScript. JavaScript executed on server. So you can practice JavaScript from here. Okay. So I'm just writing a simple line of script. Okay. So gs.print. So this gs.print is used to print the output in the console. This is console. To print the output in the console, we will use gs.print. gs.print is used to print the outputs. I am Uday Gadiparthi. Okay. So this Uday Gadiparthi name will be printed here. So in the output, Uday Gadiparthi name is printed here. Okay. So I am writing a comment here. This line is printing Uday Gadiparthi name. So I am making other developer understand that what this line is doing by writing comment here. By writing comment here, I am making other developers understand that what this line is doing. Okay. So in ServiceNow scripting, writing comments is a good practice. Because you will leave the organization at one point of time. Someone will replace you. So that guy also should understand the line of script that you wrote, right? If you write the comment, he can easily understand, right? If you write the comment, for him it is easy to understand. So that is why always writing the comments in the scripting is a good practice. So you will write the comments using double slashes. Is that clear? So this line I am writing here, to make the other developer understand what this line is doing. So writing comments in the script is a good practice. Get used to it. Okay. So this is how you will write the comment. Suppose you commented the script. The script will not be executed. Line will never be executed. If you try to run this one, this will not be executed. Is it executing? This line is commented, this line is not commented. This line will not be executed, second line will be executed. So commented lines will never be executed. Remember this point. So commented lines will never be executed. Okay. I must provide for ending. So semicolon means end of the line. If you give semicolon here, means that is ending that line. Remember, semicolon means end of the line. So let me execute this one. So except first line, it is printing every line. So I am commenting last line. So commented line of script will never be executed. Okay. If you want to comment multiple lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7 lines are there. 7 times it will print. If you want to comment multiple lines at a time, use slash star. Okay, star slash. Only this particular area will be commented. So that is how you will comment multiple lines at a time. See this line, this double slashes is used to comment single line. So 4 lines at a time I commented here. If you see 4 lines at a time I commented using slash star star slash. So likewise you do commenting in JavaScript. Getting my point? Let me just go to the chat GPT. If you search something in the chat GPT, so I'm searching something this one. Okay. If I scroll down, you can see double slashes. This is commented line. He is explaining what this line is doing and all. He is explaining what this line is doing and all. Here also you can see what this line is doing and all. He is explaining. Here also he is explaining what this line is doing. So that is actually a developer's good practice. So writing the comments for every line of script is a good practice. So here what is doing? Create two daytime glide daytime objects. Calculate the difference in milliseconds. Convert milliseconds into days. Is it this line is meaningful or not? By adding the comments. So likewise, you will add the comments in the scripting. Okay. And if you want to comment the script itself, you can comment also. So that is what actually is about commenting in JavaScript, guys. Okay. First of all, commenting we learned. So we will now learn data types. This is very, very important, guys. Very, very important. We have string data type, number data type, Boolean data type, object data type, undefined data type, null data type. Okay, these are the data types. Okay. Array also is there. So array is also considered here as array also here considered as So date is not a data type. Okay. String. Anything that you see in the single quotes or anything that you see in the double quotes is called a string. Anything that you see in the single quotes or anything that you see in the double quotes is a string. If you see here, ds.print. So here I am writing in the single quotes. Am. So this is called string. This is called string. Anything that you see in the single quotes is a string. Okay. So anything that you see in the single quotes is a string. This is a string. If you want to check if this is a string or not, you have to use type of. Using type of, you can check that is a string or not. If you use type of, it will tell you it is a string is what it is telling. So remember this point, anything that you see in the single quotes is a string. So anything that you see in the double quotes is a string. Is also a string. Getting my point? So type of will tell you which data type it is. As I have kept this I am Uday, I am Uday in the single quotes, it is a string. As I have kept I am Uday in the double quotes, it is a string. Then what is the difference between double quotes and single quotes? Let me write here. Uday's father name is Kodeshwara. Here single quote is coming in the middle. Okay, if you try to keep it in the single quotes, it won't work because only this part is considered as a string here. If the single quote is coming in the middle, then you have to use double quotes. Getting my point? If the single quote is coming in the middle, then you have to use double quotes. Ds.print. Now, as you are using double quotes, total this will be considered as string. If you use single quotes, only Uday part will be considered as string and remaining will not be considered as a string. So now you understand the difference between single quote and double quote, right? Hmm? So whatever you see in the single quotes or double quotes, you call it as string. So you go to the script here. So here you are able to see date in the strings. Single quote, double quotes. You are able to see date in the double quotes. It is a string. Here difference in days you are able to see. This is a string. Because this is double quote, this is in the double quotes, this is in the double quotes. Whatever you see that is there in the double quotes or single quotes, you treat that as a string. Okay. So numbers means integers, guys. 70, 700, 80, 56, 45. Numbers 70.80, 80, 80.9, 8.9 will be considered as number. Okay. Now let me ask you one question here. 90. Is this a number or string? Is this a number or string? It's a string because it is there in the single quotes. If the 90 is not there in the single quotes, then that is considered as number. No point. Yes. I'm keeping 90 here. Let me use type of here. So it is a string. It is a string. If I remove the double quotes, if I use 90, it's a number. Okay. Boolean means true or false. Okay. So here now you tell me, guys, this is a string or boolean. This is a string or boolean. It's a string because this is there in the single quotes. It's a string because it is there in the single quotes. Okay. If you use only true here, it is a boolean value. Let me just show you the output here. Type of what is it telling? String here. If I remove the single quotes, so it will tell you it's a boolean. It's a boolean type. Okay. Getting my point? Well, here array means whatever you see in the square brackets, call that as array. Array is a set of elements. Okay, set of elements. So I'm using here Uday is a string again here. The array you are using set of string values. Okay. Even brackets allow will come or not. I didn't understand. Shwani, you can ask your question. I'm unmuting you.
Even brackets, flower brackets also will include in array. Is it?
Sorry, Shwani.
In array, even brackets, flower brackets is also included, or only square brackets are.
Yeah, you can also include flower brackets as well.
Okay, that one I doubt so. I'm so sorry.
Okay. So everything that you see in the square brackets, within the square brackets, see, it should begin with a square bracket. That's it. Then we call it as array.
Okay.
Array can have strings as elements. Let me use one more here. Array can have numbers as well. 40, 70, 80, 90. Okay. So we'll come to your point, Shivani. Okay. Anything that you see in the flower brackets is called object. Anything that you see in the flower brackets is called object. So let me explain about the object in detail. Object is actually a key value pair. Name here is a key. After that, you have to use colon. Value I am using as a string. Uday. Okay. Profession. See, this is a key. This is a value. Value should be as a string or as a number, as a boolean. as a array, okay, comma, is married, colon, all. Okay, is married, all. Okay, father name, colon, Koteshwara. This is called as object, guys. Anything that you see in the flower brackets is an object. Object is actually key value pair. Before the colon, whatever you see, that is a key. After the colon, whatever you see, the value. The values will be strings. Okay. Booleans, numbers, arrays, objects. Object, in the object, you can also create a object within the object. Okay. So for now, you understand that. See, the blind signal is, the blind sign is anything that you see in the single quotes is a string, a number. Okay. Anything that you see true or false, this is a Boolean. Anything that you see in the square brackets, you call it as array. Anything that you see in the flower brackets is an object. So undefined means there is no value, undefined. Null means, so in the forms we have field values, right? If the field value is empty, when you get the field value, if the field value is empty, so you will get null value. The field value is empty, you will get null value. So I will tell you the clear difference between undefined and null in a moment. Okay. So you are clear, right? So anything that you see in the single quotes is a string. Anything that you see number, it's a number. Anything that you see true or false, that's a Boolean. Anything that you see in the square brackets, that's a array. Anything that you see in the flower brackets, that's an object. If no value assigned to a variable, that is an undefined variable. Null means if there is no field value, that will give output as null. So there will be some confusion between undefined and null. I'll tell you the difference in a while. So we have these data types in JavaScript, guys. We'll be using these data types. These data types are very, 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 very important in JavaScript. Without knowing these data types, you can't learn JavaScript properly. If you don't have knowledge on data types, if you try to learn advanced concept in JavaScript, you can't learn. Okay. So these are the data types, guys. Now we will understand about variable declaration. Variable declaration. So variable declaration can be done in JavaScript in 3 ways. Using var keyword, let keyword, const keyword. But in ServiceNow, we will only use var keyword. Let const won't work in JavaScript in ServiceNow. Only we will use var keyword. Okay. So I am declaring a JavaScript variable, guys. How to declare the JavaScript variable and all I am going to tell you now. Variable should be declared using var keyword. Var. There is a keyword in JavaScript. You have to use var keyword to declare a variable name. After var keyword, you have to use space. Okay. So variable name you have to define. So variable name can be any name. You can keep any name. Variable name, you can keep any name. So I am keeping my name here. My name. My name. This name can be any name. Remember this point. This name can be any name. Okay. So after var keyword, you have to use space and you have to keep the name, any name. That is called variable name. So to this variable name, I am assigning value using equal to. This equal to is actually an assignment operator. We'll discuss operator separately. Equal to is actually an assignment operator. If you want to assign a value to particular variable, you will use equal to operator. So now I am assigning a string value to JavaScript variable. Uday Gadiparthi. Uday Gadiparthi is a string or not? Now what I have done, I have assigned string value to JavaScript variable. I have assigned string value to JavaScript variable. You got my point? Okay. Where my age is equal to 45. So I have assigned a number value to this JavaScript variable. Where is married is equal to false. I have assigned boolean value to this JavaScript variable. Okay. Where cousins is equal to I have assigned array to JavaScript variable. I have assigned array to JavaScript variable. Okay. Now I am assigning where family details is equal to I am assigning object to a JavaScript variable. Okay. I have assigned object to a JavaScript variable. So I have assigned string to JavaScript variable. I have assigned number to JavaScript variable. I have assigned boolean value to JavaScript variable. I have assigned array to JavaScript variable. I have assigned object to JavaScript variable. Object means wherever you see uh, the thing in the flower brackets that you can consider as object. Okay. So well here where my salary haven't assigned any value. If a variable is not assigned any value, that is called undefined variable. If a variable is not assigned any value, see this variable is assigned value, string value Uday Gadiparthi. This variable is assigned number value 45. This variable is assigned boolean value false. This variable is assigned array value this one. This variable is assigned object, but this variable is not assigned. This is called undefined variable. Okay. So now what I am doing is I want to print the output in the console. Here's dot print my name. My name. So here I have written Uday Gadiparthi name once. I have written Uday Gadiparthi name once in the I have written Uday Gadiparthi name once. That value I have assigned it to JavaScript variable. So I can call Uday Gadiparthi name multiple times here. So you can see when I print this one, it will print Uday Gadiparthi name multiple times. Because this Uday Gadiparthi name I assigned it to JavaScript variable. This JavaScript variable I can reuse it. My name. I am using my name here. I am using my name multiple times, right? So once you assign a value to JavaScript variable, the value will be stored in the JavaScript variable. You can use that JavaScript variable multiple times. You got my point? So that is why we assign values to JavaScript variable to reusability purpose. Why JavaScript variables are used, you understand? We assign this value to this JavaScript variable so that you don't have to write Uday Gadiparthi name multiple times. You can use that JavaScript variable. Getting my point? So let us say I am using my name here, my age. my is also on this one. So I have assigned 45 value to my as once. I am using my as multiple times here, right? So that is how you will use the JavaScript variable multiple times. Getting my point? So now this time I am calling is married or not. Is married. Is married is actually false. I'll print cousins. My cousin names are these. So if I try to print the object, okay, is an object, right? Object won't be directly printed. So it will say it is an object. To print the object values, we have to use separate method. Okay. And my salary will give the output as undefined because we haven't assigned any value, right? That is why it will give undefined. If a variable is unassigned, then that will give undefined value. Getting my point? So what you are doing here, you are assigning different data type of value to JavaScript variable. You are assigning different data type of value to JavaScript variable. Getting my point? You are assigning string type of value to JavaScript variable. Number type of value to JavaScript variable. Boolean type of value to JavaScript variable. Array type of value to JavaScript variable. Object type of value to JavaScript variable. And you haven't assigned any value. That is why it is giving undefined. You understand, right? Undefined means null. I will tell you. Guys, remember, you will get the values in different types, different formats. Sometimes you will get the data in string format. Sometimes you will get the data in the number format. Sometimes you get the data in the Boolean format. Sometimes you get the data in the array format. Sometimes you will get the data in the object format. Sometimes you will get the data in the undefined format. Sometimes you will get the data in the null format. So you can get the data in the different formats. So you go to the form here. In the form, if you try to take a field value, I have entered some value here. So I have entered this value. Okay. First of all, when I take this particular value, I have to check the type of that value. So I am just using JavaScript executor. So I am taking the short description field value. Field value I am taking using scripting. I'll tell you how to take that and all. G underscore form dot get value. Okay. I am just using to show the alert. So this is the value that we are getting. This value only, right? So I have to check the type of that value. Just use type of here. What is it? String. You are getting this value in a string format. First of all, whenever you are taking the value, if any value is coming in, that value type you have to check. That is a string or number or Boolean or array or object or undefined. What is that and all you have to check. So now let me just here the field value. There is no value here using JavaScript executor. So it is still giving string. There is nothing in it, right? in the form, if you take any field value, you will get it in the string format only. In the form, if you take any field value, you will get it in a string format. Getting my point? So I have taken short description field value. It is showing in the string format. Let me take a category field value. You are getting it in the string format. Every field value you will get in a string format. Number field. Number field also you will get it in a string format. I will show you one magic. Sometimes I'll become magician. So Saturday, do we take the sessions? Can we take the session on Saturday? Hmm? Alakya, I appreciate you. I appreciate you because Saturday evening it is very difficult for me. Okay. Then you can ask me, why did you ask us? So if you are okay, I'll take the sessions on Saturday morning IST, Indian time. Then your time will not go waste, and my time also will not go waste. It's a true or false type I'm taking here. Okay. I have created a true or false type field, guys. It's a true or false type of field. Field is not yet created. Don't know why these days creating the fields and all is taking so much time. Field is not created. Okay. If we are not finding a way, we'll find another way. So here true or false type is this one. I am trying to get this field value, guys. u underscore active. Okay, active. Active field type, what is it giving? It is giving string. Okay, I am using get Boolean value. What is it giving? Boolean type. If you use get value, you will get it in always in string format. Get Boolean value, if you use, you will get it in a Boolean format. Getting my point? Okay. So for total cost, I am taking u underscore total underscore cost. So for this one, I am using get value. So it will show string. If I use get int value, it will say number. Okay. This if I explain the glide form, you will be able to understand it better. That's a different concept. We are deviating from JavaScript. Okay. So what I mean to say is, whenever you get the any value, whenever you get any value, you will always get it in different types. It can be string type, Boolean type, number type, or array type, object type, or undefined. Okay, you will get it in different types. Understand, right? So what did we do? We assigned a different string type of value to a JavaScript variable, number value to a JavaScript variable, Boolean value, array value, object value to a JavaScript variable. We haven't assigned any value to a JavaScript variable. Okay. So till this point, everybody is clear, right? So there are some best practices that we should follow. There are some best practices that we should follow when we are declaring a JavaScript variable. When you are declaring a JavaScript variable, you should follow some best practices. You should start with where keyword. So JavaScript is case sensitive. Case sensitive in the sense, in place of small letter, if you write capital letter, it won't work. In place of capital letter, if you write small letter, it won't work. So where here is a small letters. If you use capital where, it's not a variable. In place of small letters, you have to use small letters. In place of capital letter, you have to use capital letter. Where? So where? When you are defining the variable name, you should start with a small letter. So I have used my name. My name. I have used capital letter in the middle. Capital letter in the middle I have used. Always remember, JavaScript variable names should start with a small letter. It should never start with capital letter. Okay, you cannot write it like my name. It's not a variable. JavaScript variable should always start with small letter. It should not start with capital letter. It should not start with a special character. It should not start with a number. It should always start with a small letter. Use capital letters in the middle. So my name is equal to Uday string I am assigning. Where my full name is equal to Uday Kishore Gadiparthi. Here F is capital letter I used. N is capital letter. This is called camel case. Camel case means name will start with a small letter. We will use capital letter in the middle. That is what called camel case. JavaScript variable name should be declared with the camel case. And you can use numbers in the middle. My name 1. My full name 1. Likewise, you can use numbers in the end. You can use the numbers in the end. Okay. And also, never use JavaScript keywords as a variable names. JavaScript keywords, where this is equal to Uday, this is a JavaScript keyword. For is a JavaScript keyword. Never use JavaScript keywords as a variable name. Getting my point? If you see here the script, the variable name started with a small letter. D is a small letter. Number is actually coming in the end. It is also starting with the D letter, small letter. It is a number is coming in the end. So diff in million seconds. D is small letter, I is capital letter, M is capital letter. They are following JavaScript variable names in the camel case. So they declared it using where keyword. Remember, where it is starting with small letter and there are capital letters in the middle. You can see diff where diff small d, I capital letter, D capital letter. JavaScript variable names are following the camel case. Understand? So in today's session, what did we understand? We understand commenting. We understand different data types. We understand variable declaration. Okay. Concept is clear. Okay. Okay.